Hi, I'm Jay and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of dusting off all my coloring supplies, where I go through all my coloring supplies and be really surprised about what I own. The last part I did, or the first part I did, was of all my colored pencils, which took such a long while. I didn't realize I had so many colored pencils, oh my god. But I wanted to continue with watercolor and maybe with, with watercolor or all the water-based stuff that I have. And I really have a lot of stuff that I really, really love and use all the time, and that's why I wanted to start with the neocolor, neocolors that I have. There are these like pencils that look like crayons, and they feel very waxy, but you can put them on the paper and then activate them with water. These are the Neocolor 2. They actually exist the same thing called Neocolor 1, which actually are crayons. I don't own these. I only own Neocolor 2s, and as with a lot of my other sets, I purchased a small set to try them out. Of course, I found out that I really loved them, and then bought singles to round out my collection. I haven't counted how many I own. I think that's what I tried to tell me. I think I started out with 30 and then continued to buy. I don't know. But these are all the swatches of all the Neocolor 2s I own. And I got 4 Neocolor fluos as a freebie, like these. I actually don't know what these are. I think these are actually the normal Neocolors, so you can't activate them with water. I have never used them. Oh well. I love to use the Neocolor for backgrounds. I'm really bad at backgrounds, and often I will just leave them because I'm always afraid of messing up the picture. Lately I've started to just start out with the background, so that way you can't ruin a picture that hasn't been started yet. And I really like to just, put a Neocolor wash in the background. As long as the paper can take water, it works fine. I actually just did this. This is the picture that you might remember from the part 1, where I showed this because I used pastel tints, or to show how the pastel tints looked. This is the summer book by Rita Berman. And I just put a very quick yellow background in. I just, I didn't want to do anything fancy. I just wanted it to have some color, so I put a more brighter yellow in the corners, and then more lighter yellow everywhere else. Just scribbled it on and then activated it with water, and I haven't pressed down the paper yet because it still needs to dry a bit. But this is basically how it looks. It's really quick, so usually by the time I'm done with these pages, I'm out of patience with them. So the background has to be quick. I admire everybody who does all these amazing backgrounds where the background itself is a work of art, but I can't do that. So all the watercolor stuff that I own basically is just to put color quickly on the paper and be done. So. What you can also do with the Neocolor, what I have started doing from time to time, if I don't forget it, is just basing your colored, or the picture, with the Neocolor. I mean, I've seen this done, and I've done this with alcohol markers, but if you color in coloring books, a lot of coloring books are double-sided, so you can't use alcohol markers. But instead you can just use Neocolor. That works just as well, as long as the paper can take the water. So these are my Neocolor 2s, also made by Caran d'Ache. They're awesome, and I keep them in this tin. It's an Artisa tin, but yeah, I keep them there. I also have these water brushes. I got a set by Derwent and a random one. Yeah, they don't work as well anymore. I don't know whether they used to, but I feel that the water they give off isn't as smooth. Sometimes there's a lot, sometimes there's less, so oh well. Okay, something else. Some of my favorite supplies. Super dusty. I'm not kidding about the dusting off. These are my Coliro colors. Let's see. Oh my god, everything is so dusty. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, so the Coliro colors are watercolors that are super shiny, and I almost have their full set, even though they continued releasing colors, so there are many more now. And they also sell these little palettes where you can just click them in. So I just, bought them all open stock. They have sets you can also buy. The one set I have is the Galaxy set. I don't think you could, I don't know whether this changed, you couldn't buy them open stock. You could only get these in the set, but the other colors you can get compiled into little sets if you like that better. They have some random ones in here. I think I got these as freebies, so that's why they don't work that well. Okay. So yeah, now these little sets, or these little trays, I put them together myself, and all my hands are completely dusty. I swatched these out on a bigger paper because my swatch book couldn't handle it so well. Don't think I indicated it. It's not watercolor paper, but it's a bit it's thicker cardstock. I didn't want to swatch these on watercolor paper because I'm going to use them in coloring books, and yeah, I need to know how they look in coloring books. So they are all very shiny, as you can see. These I have here are pretty opaque. These on this side, except for one or two down here. And then they have pearl colored ones, like these three down here. I hope the camera picks this up. You can see that, especially on black background, this one is green, and this one is looking purple and blue, and this one is grayish blue. And on the other side I have like shimmering ones that especially those appear translucent and only show up if you look at them a certain angle. Then I have these two. I think most of these are supposed to be used over black, which of course I never do. But those two look almost the same pinkish color, mermaid and unicorn, and if you move it, one is golden, the other one is blue. So yeah, I hope it shows up on camera. And this is the Galaxy set. This is mostly translucent except for Sunbeam. And if you put Sunbeam over other colors, then they get a golden sheen. Especially those translucent ones I have used in coloring books for fairy wings, and I even try to find out good color combinations. So I put down the color pencil here and the Coliro color here, and then I combined the two. Can you see that? That's how it looks. And this is the Sunbeam. I really love the effect. I have used them in coloring books quite a bit, but I couldn't find a lot of pictures. The only thing I could find is from Fairy Miracles by Clara Markova. This page where did these bunnies, and I did put some of it on their wings. Can you see that? It's not a huge effect. So if you look at it like this, you can't, it's just translucent and then goes blue. I know I have used it more, especially for fairy wings, but I can't find it, so I'm sorry. I really love these. I really, really do, and especially like the gold and the silver you can use, because it's very opaque. You can use for writing, and I think I did borders with it. I remember that I did a Christmas card with it, which I gave away, and I just completely outlined everything with the silver. So it was so good. There's the Coliro colors. I used to be so into them. Really shouldn't go and try. You shouldn't try and look at their homepage, because I know they just came out with so many more colors, and I really need to stop. I have enough. Yeah, I keep saying that. Then, because I couldn't get enough of the shimmer watercolors, I also got these two super cute sets. I remember that these, I think around 2019, were super popular on YouTube. I think I got them from Etsy. These are handmade watercolors by KG, designed by Karen. And I got these sweet little tins, which contain 6 of these. And I picked them myself. I don't know whether she has sets. I don't even know whether she still sells them. I remember that I bought these and I really wanted to review them for YouTube, and then, you know, things happened and I never got around to them. But I also swatched them here. And you can see those are all pretty opaque. And then I love the gold green. It's green but has a very golden shimmer. The dark brown as well. The golden orchid too. It's this blue with a golden sheen. Really think these are so pretty, but I haven't used them yet. So, like, this is her. Her Etsy. Okay, I really should use these more. Yeah, you can. What I know I've used these for is like dots in the background, for stars, for outlining. I painted a moon with one of them. The translucent ones, as I said, I use for fairy wings, because they just show up if you move them. And you can, you know, use like stickers and such too, but these yeah, don't have no texture. So these are the Coliro pearl colors, like these. And then I have KJ, designed by Karen. I don't know whether she's still around. I know that there's lots of people who do handmade watercolors. I really like these. So these are my watercolors, or my shimmer watercolors. Then I just got lots of random brushes I thought I'd show you, but these aren't anything special. I think I bought them at Action or something. Yeah, really cheap ones. I mean, I'm not into watercolors at all, so I don't mind when these aren't, you know. Oh my god, so sorry about this. I don't mind if, you know, the brushes aren't good quality. So next up are the Artisa Watercolors. It's 36 watercolors and it comes in this tin. And I don't think I've done more with this than just swatching them out. Oh, there's a sweet. Oh look, and there's I think this was included, like a water brush with this. Okay, this is the swatches for all of these. There are these tiny tins. Then you have this little sheet of the colors that indicates the colors, which I think is very neat. And I did swatch them out here. You know, the last time I actually worked with watercolors was in school, and I was always bad at it. I've, you know, never been one of those kids good at in art art class, I've always actually been pretty bad. So using watercolors always carries that memory of failed art classes with them. But back then when I got these, you know, everybody was using watercolors in their coloring books, so I thought I wanted to try it. And I mean, it doesn't matter, you know, it's not that big of a difference whether I use Neocolor and activate them with water or use watercolor in itself, but I have never used them. I swatched them out. I have them if I want to do watercolors at some point, but I haven't used them. I'm pretty sure they are okay for what I would want to do with them, because I'm certainly not a professional artist, and I'm not even, you know, pastel at watercolors. So, but I thought the tin is very, very sweet, and I'm pretty sure since it's Artisa, it was very affordable. And it came with a brush, which I forgot. So this is the Artisa 36 watercolors set. Then to continue with the theme, I have some other stuff here. I have a bottle of Jello that I have gesso white that I have never used. You can, I think it's supposed to, if you put it on like paper, it will stop like bleeding through, I think. I mean, I can't even really explain it. I have never used it, but I own it. Bottle of white gesso. Then I have this little tray for mixing colors. I have this little super dusty, a set of Acrylics Paint, but it's as you can tell unopened except for the white one, I suppose. I don't think it can have been very expensive. I think I got it from like a dollar store. And this is my super dusty set of Artisa 60 gouache colors. They come in this little set, and if you open it, they come in these trays. I also wanted to use these for backgrounds. I cannot remember whether I did. I might have used the black one. Let's swatch them all out. This is how they look like. Again, these are super vibrant. I really love them. I really love how they look, and I'm pretty sure I used the black one for background. Again, these is, you know, I would use those for backgrounds, I think. I don't see myself actually painting with them. I got them for backgrounds, and I don't think I've used them much. And then I got another bag of acrylic paints, and this is, I'm pretty sure, unopened. Yeah, so if I ever want to dabble in acrylic paints, apparently I have 2 sets. That makes no sense. I know that I painted a background black, and if I didn't use acrylics because they're all unopened, then it must have been gouache. I think a lot of pictures look awesome if you have a black background and then maybe just, you know, dot a couple of stars in there. That's why I really like those coloring books that already have black backgrounds. I mean, you can go and just use an alcohol marker as such, but I suppose paint is easier, and if they come with pre-printed black backgrounds, all the better. I really like those. And I do like a lot of people, I think Dee Willingham started it, and a lot of people did too. Just, you know, in the Kirby Roseanne's book, put 1 block of background color in, and really like how that looks. You know, nothing's fancy, just, you know, a block of color and, you know, you're done. And the picture, which especially in the Kirby Roseanne's books is very busy, well, then takes the focus. So for that, I think the gouache are perfect. So these are the Artisa 60 gouache colors. Whew. Okay, so that is done. I was done with the watercolors. Then we have a couple of, you know, just pens. I have or let's just put the gel pens aside for now. I have just water-based markers, which are so dusty. My god. Well, I did say dust off the collection with me, huh? I have swatches for these, I'm pretty sure. These are also markers I got at the very beginning. I think they were in my first Amazon order with the Koh-i-Noors and the Marco Raffine and one of Johanna Basford's colouring books. So those are Staedtler Triplus Colours. And I do have the swatch thing somewhere here, bear with me. There we go. For some reason I didn't swatch them in my swatch book. I think I didn't have that swatch book back then. And yeah, they're just, you know, water-based markers. You know. These are actually the only ones I own. Again, water-based markers, I think of, you know, children's art and art class, and I was never good at that, so no, not a lot of good memories. And then the other pencils I have here are also Staedtler and Staedtler's fine liners. It's just again, this is the Staedtler Triplus fine liner, and this is the, I don't know, the Staedtler Triplus color fiber tip pen, I suppose. I put them all here. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's fine liners, it's water-based pens. I don't know what much to say. It's good to have them. And again, you see I have these in a little rollout thing. It's good to be reminded that I have had them, because I honestly had forgotten I did. Yeah, and these are, I don't know, I can never, I don't know whether this is those markers fault, or whether it's mine because I can't use them properly. It's probably mine. But they always get very streaky, and I really don't like them. But I suppose they're, I don't know, I would rather always use alcohol markers. Yeah. So, these are those. Then I have like, these are gel pens made by Edding. I don't even know whether anybody else knows this company. They're very well known in Germany. And I really love those. They are just, you know, have several metallic colors, and yeah, I use them for cards all the time actually. Then I have another set of 30 gel pens, and these I swatched out as well. Okay, here we go. Here we have the gel roll metallic ones, the 7 colors. I even said it's packs of 6. It's not, it's 7. Oh my god. Yeah, and the 30 Craft Sensations 30 gel pens. I got these at Action too. I don't know whether you can still get them. Super cheap gel pens. Yeah. Got them at Action. And then I think I got this from a dollar store as well. Another set of 30 gel pens. I got these for the wedding, for the guests to just scribble stuff in the guest book, I think. I haven't swatched these out. They're like 8 metallic, 8 glitter, 7 pastel, 4 normal ones, and 3 that change color. I really need to do and use those in one of the mandala books or something. And I need to swatch them out. Could just do this on this page. Yeah, those are those. And then I have these are Sakura, well, these are brush pens. I do have the Koi, Sakura Koi, I think is what they're called, coloring brush pen. I have swatched them out. And I think this time I was clever about it and just bought the ones that were not in the 40A set that you could get, just to see how I liked them. So that in the case I liked them, I could have just gotten the 48 set and have all of them. So these are the colors that I have. They bleed through moderately, as you can see. And I know that I think Lovella enabled me to get these because she does awesome stuff, but I don't think I have ever used them except for just swatching them here. I think those are random ones just in between. Those are from Action. No, this one has already run out. The brush pens look like this. I have this brush tip, obviously, and there's a colorless blender with them that I keep with my other stuff. Here it is. Yeah, so these are water-based, so they don't really bleed through paper, but I wouldn't use them on coloring books that where I wanted to color the other side, because they do somewhat bleed through. I mean, this is very, very thin paper, so if you have a coloring book with thicker paper, it wouldn't be as bad, but I think it would still bleed through somewhat. I need to look up what to do with them. I suppose you could just, you know, use them for basing, like these for skin, but the others are a bit too dark. I don't know. I need to look up what Lovella did with hers, because it was awesome, so I really wanted those. Yeah, and then I got these, I think, at Action. I think we should continue with the markers, and now we, get to my alcohol markers. I have a lot. I have these in this pack that I think I saw someone get. I think I got this from Amazon, and it holds so many pencils. It holds almost all of my alcohol markers. Just open this, and it flaps open. And my camera isn't even. I can't put this further away, but I have all of these little satchels. Let's start with these. So, and all of these little satchels that I also got from Action, I love Action, are my twin markers. These are super cheap sets that you can get by Action. I think it's always like a pack of 3 or 6 or something with a couple of colors, and I think I got them all in the end. Again, as I said, super cheap. These are all the colors that I have, and I think all the colors that exist. And they are just so good for just doing mandalas, which is what I do with them. The lighter ones, well, they are pretty bright, but the lighter ones I think are already also used for basing, but there aren't many you can do that with because most of them are pretty dark. So these are all in the little satchels. As you can tell, I just kept them by color-ish. And aren't these the sweetest? So those are the twin markers. And then I got I swear to you, I have completely forgotten what I actually own. It's so bad. Look, there's another twin marker. What is this? Like a blender? Oh yeah. Oh, it's a colorless blender. Oh. Oh, there are another twin markers in here. They don't belong here. Why are they in here? God, I have so many of them. I suppose there's a reason why they're in there, but I don't don't know. Let's keep the blender in the little, like in the little flap here. Okay, so you can see I have lots of more markers. I have Spectrum Noir markers, apparently. I really didn't know I did. Do I have them switched out somewhere? There's the twin markers. There's one. Oh yeah. Oh, aha. Okay. I dimly remember that you could buy the Spectrum Noir markers. I just, pull some out randomly. In sets again, and apparently I was very clever and bought a pastel set. So this is the 24-piece pastel set, Spectrum Noir set. That's how they look like. They're not round, they're like hexagonal, I think. And this is the pastel set, so I can use, and I'm pretty sure I did use them for basing. A lot of the ceremony colors look the same to me, honestly, but like there's a very light greenish blue that I remember using for basing, and this light green is awesome for basing, and these are also good for doing skin. I honestly didn't know that I had those. Hang on. Okay, so those are the Spectrum Noir 24 pastel pencils. I'm so confused about why these twin markers were on there. Is it a different set? Isn't this in 35? That is on there. This is the 164. This is on there. 77. It's on there. BG3. It's not on there. The 18 also is not. I am very confused. I have to find out what this means. The 28. Well, that's there. Oh no, they're there. Okay. Oh, I'm confused. Maybe I was using them for something. I don't know. Okay, the twin markers, the Spectrum Noir markers. Then have a look in here. These are the Spectrum Noir ones. I love this because it has two like dividers that you can put in however you wanna. Then in the second one are my sci-fi markers. I just pull out a couple. These are round, and they do look a bit like the Copics. They are not as expensive as the Copics, but they were pretty pricey, and you could get them open stock or in sets, I think. And these are the ones I own. Yeah, I think I got some of them in sets, and I think I got other ones in open stock. And I know that I use a lot of them for basing. Like the Pastel Peach is my go-to for skin. I always color everybody with Pastel Peach first. And the pale green is for leaves, and the turquoise blue is for everything that's supposed to be blue. Yeah, so these are really nice, the pastel sci-fi markers. I'm not, they have this nib on the one side and the bigger, the chunky one on the other. I'm not really, I'm not good at alcohol markers. I've seen, people do awesome like art with this, but I just use this for basing my things. I don't think I ever did one picture just with markers, except for like the mandalas and the mindless things. I've seen awesome things with it, but I just can't. And then in the last, here I have a small collection of Copics. Just a couple of here. These are the ones I own, I'd say. Yeah. The E50 one is also one I use for skin a lot. And I think I got a set, a small set, and then I got some open stock, and I actually got most of them as gifts, I think. And I got the the Copic Chow, so these are the a bit more but cheaper ones, I think. I have so many alcohol markers. I should do more with them than just, you know, mandalas. Yeah, and I keep them all of them in this bag where all of them fit. So I shouldn't get more of them, and I think I have enough. I really do. Noir. Yeah, and I need to think what to do with those. Whew, okay, so those were my watercolors and my markers, my alcohol markers and my other markers. So basically all the pencils. I do own several, you know, random more gel pens, and I think I showed them in the last video at the beginning. I own a couple of Posca pens because I love them, and especially for white highlights, the white Posca pen for me works way more reliably than gel pens. Gel pens tend to just randomly stop working. I don't know, really dislike them. So I have several Posca pens. I have some more sparkle. I have the Spectrum Noir sparkle, and I have the Wink of Stella, but I think for the glitter I'll leave this to the next video because this one is plenty long. So in part 3 I just, you know, show you all my stickles, the glitter, my washi, and all other random stuff that doesn't fit anywhere. Yeah, so oh my god, I have so much stuff, but this has been so much fun to just rediscover everything with you that I completely had forgotten that I own. I mean, the colored pencils, with most of them actually, you know, knew that I had them, but with all the other stuff that I basically just showed you now, except for the Neo color, I don't use it as often. Or there were recent acquisitions that then, because shortly afterwards I stopped coloring, I just never got to actually try out, so I completely forgot I had them. So it's basically just, you know, like Christmas, where I get to get all the stuff, or just, you know, shopping my own stash. It's amazing. I have so much stuff. So yeah, the rest of the stuff I leave for the next part. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comment box down below. And yeah, I hope we'll see you for part 3. Bye!